Homework 7, Higher Maths, question 9. Okay, the diagram shows the graph of the form y is equal to a to the power of x, find the value of a, and then secondary, sketch the graph of y is equal to 3 to the power of x. So the graph that I've been given is a graph of this form here. This graph is an exponential curve, and I can see I'm given the point 38. So I'll go ahead and I'll find the value of a. So the point that was given was 38. Okay. First of all, what I'll do is I'll substitute the point into the equation. So wherever I see the x value, I'm going to put in 3. Wherever I see y, I'm going to put in 8. So let's just go ahead and do that. So a cubed is equal to 8. You may see the solution from there. If not, we'll take the cubed root of 8. Cubed root of 8 is equal to 2. So a is equal to 2. So the equation would look like, instead of being y equals a to the power of x, a is equal to 2. So y is equal to 2 to the power of x. And that would be my equation there. Okay, the next part is to sketch the graph of y is equal to 3 to the power of x. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to create a table, and from the table what I'll do is I'll work out some x values, and from the x values I'll calculate some y values. So first of all, what I'll do is with the x values, I'll take values -2, go for -1, go for 0, 1, 2, and I'll go for 3. Okay, so they're the values that I'll choose, and they're the ones that I'll be plotting. So to find out the y values, I know that I'm going to put 3 to the power of whichever value I have for x. So let's start along here. So for here, I would have 3 to the power of 1, and 3 to the power of 1 is just equal to 3. So there's one of my first coordinates there, so that's going to be 1, 3. The 2 substituted into the top there, so into the power, so that should give me 9. That will give me 2, 9 as a coordinate set. 3 going into the top there, so I've got 3 to the power of 3, that's going to be 27, so 3 and 27. So there's another coordinate that I'm going to be plotting. 3 to the power of 0, just work backwards. Anything to the power of 0 is just going to be equal to 1, so there's a 0, 1 coordinate that I have. If I've got 3 to the power of -1, remember with our indices, what we'd do is we'd take that to the bottom, to the denominator, and that would be 3 to the power of 1, positive, and now what that would be is just 1/3. Okay. So from here I would have the coordinate -1 and 1/3 for the y coordinate. For this one here, I'm going to do the same as I did there. I've just got 3 to the power of -2, so that's going to be 1 over 3 to the power of +2, which gives me 1 over 9, okay, which is just a 9th. Coordinate there, -2, y coordinate is a 9th. So what I've got is a set of coordinates that I will go ahead and plot. So what I'll do here is I will start off with my graph. And the graph I'm going to take it up to 30. That's the highest value that I've put together. So 30 would be a reasonable place to put that up to. What I'll do from here, and my x values, I will take them to -2. Okay, so x coordinates, y coordinates in that direction, 0 at the bottom. Okay, right, so I've got -2, -1, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, if I change the scale going up the way, just make it 15, 20, 25 and 30. So just going up in 5s, going along in 1 in the x direction here. And what I'll go for is plotting the points. So let's go for 0, 1 first, so that would be about here. 1, 3, 1, 3 would be here. 2, 9, 2, 9 about there, and then the graph's growing exponentially, so it's going to go 3 and 27, which is somewhere about there. -1 and a third, so that's going to be down there somewhere, and then nearly touching the axis here, but it never does. I've got the -2 and the 1/9. So my curve should look like something of this form. There's an exponential curve, and it should grow like that there. Okay, I'm not finished there. What I have to do is to put in some coordinates. So one of the key coordinates that I'll put in will be this one here. This one is the coordinate 1, 3. Okay, and this one here is a very important coordinate. This one here is 0, 1, and I'll maybe just mention another one up at the top here. Okay, so there's my coordinates. To label the graph, my graph there is y is equal to 3 to the power of x. Okay. Right, as far as marking here, I think there's 4 marks for this question. What I'd like to go for first of all is substituting my values in here at the top, so the 3 and the 8 going in, and finally coming out with a is equal to 2. So that's going to be 2 marks there. The next mark that I'm going to go for is the shape of the curve. So the curve being an exponential curve here, all the way up here. So that's going to be 1 mark, and salient points being noted. So mainly this one and this one here, if they're noted, that would be the 4th mark. Okay, so out of 4 for this question.